I think that was just like a really stressful point in my life. I mean, I was so desperate. I was so anxious. I was so depressed. Wow, you guys, life-changing. And when I say life-changing experience, hi guys, and thank you so much for coming to check out my little corner of the internet that I have created. It's a space where I share things from motherhood, health, and fitness, and just basically the lifestyle of a 30-year-old mother. Today we're going to be talking about hormonal health, hormonal acne, and what I have done to basically cure my hormonal acne. I'm going to be sharing certain topics, probably 3 to 4, the history of my skin health and activity level, my diet. I'm going to be sharing the actual breakout itself, and then I'll be sharing the experience I've had with the doctor and some of the supplements and some of the lifestyle changes that I've had. So let's just jump right into it. Are you all right? So in high school and college, I had really good skin. I never really dealt with any breakouts besides the occasional hormonal spot that most women do. I had oily skin though, and I dried the heck out with my products. I think every teenager did that, but I carried that into my college years as well. I was very active, and I continued that into college as well. So hang on one second. I ran in high school, and then I did cross country in college. My diet was probably the typical teenage diet. I started getting a little bit more healthier in my college years. So that's just a little history. I never really experienced any skin problems. It's not genetic. My family had good skin. So when I started to experience the problems, then that's when I was really confused. I'm like, what the heck is going on? What am I supposed to do? So all my skin problems started when I turned 25. No joke, a few months after I turned 25, that's when I started breaking out. And it wasn't just the little breakouts I get here and there once a month. It was just this right here. And this is considered hormonal, just hormonal. So I didn't break out in just one spot. It was like multiple spots, and it were the angry ones that's under the skin and it takes forever to go away. They like 2 to 3 weeks, and you can't pop them, and they just hurt. This is when I knew that I had something serious going on, and I knew it wasn't something that was just gonna go away on its own. I had to get help, like unnatural help. I wasn't the one to go jump onto the birth control pill, but I mean, I was so desperate. I was so anxious. I was so depressed. I didn't know what else to do, and I wanted a quick fix, and I wanted to feel confident again. So I went on the pill, and I also dabbled in Retin-A, and I was on a couple cycles of antibiotics, and I also went on some anxiety medication because I thought my stress was causing my breakouts. I was very active when I was 25. I was training for a half marathon, and I was doing cardio like every single day. I was working out every single day besides Sunday. I was trying to diet, I was trying to restrict my calories a lot. I was trying to get really skinny. I was going through that skinny phase. I just wanted to be little. So with all that together, I think that was just a really stressful point in my life, that maybe that it just started becoming too much. Like my cortisol levels were too high. I wasn't giving myself enough nutrition, and my body in general, I'll get to this later, but my body in general just can't handle that much activity. And I need obviously more food and more nutrients than I was giving myself. So I was on birth control for 1 year, and I decided to get off of it in 2014 because things were going great. And I was like, okay, maybe, I'm cured. So I went off of it, and I started breaking out again. It was probably not even a month. I just started breaking out, and I'm just like, I was devastated. I didn't want to stay on birth control. It just has negative effects on your body and your hormones. And I just didn't know what else to do. So I tried to work it out myself. I tried to take some fish oil, tried to change my diet. I was working out more, which probably wasn't a good idea, but I mean, nothing was working. And I tried it for 4 months. I tried all that for 4 months, and nothing was happening. So what do you think I did? I went back on birth control, but this time they gave me a different prescription. So it worked. It cleared my skin up a month or 2 later, and no, less than a month or 2, because I don't think I would have stuck with it. So it's hard to remember because it was 8 years ago, but I was on it for 2 years. But since it was a different prescription, it stopped working a year and a half later. So right before the 2-year mark of me being on a different kind of birth control, I started breaking out again on birth control. This is where I like put my foot down and I was like, I am not going back on rounds and cycles of antibiotics. I am not going on any more medication for my anxiety, my stress. I am not trying to get a different like birth control prescription, because clearly my body is just over it. It worked for a while, but now it's not. Like birth control was working and now it's not. So that's when I started researching heavily into like hormonal health, holistic health, natural products, healthy nutrition, fueling my body with what it needs instead of what it wants. So I did all that, and then I started seeing a naturopath. So this was in 2017. So 2013 to 14, birth control, stopped it for a while. 2015 to 17, birth control, stopped it. Went to go see a naturopath, and wow, you guys, life-changing. And when I say life-changing experience, holistic doctor, naturopathic doctor, I mean a life-changing experience. Way different than like the mainstream like doctors and how they react and how they act towards you. I spent an hour and a half with my doctor telling her like how I was going off birth control. I told her about my lifestyle and how active I was. I told her how I was always stressed and nervous. We just talked and talked and talked for an hour and a half. She put me on some supplements and she put me on some herbs. We also did an intolerance test, like an allergy test, and we tested my gut health. And of course we did a full panel of like the hormonal health. So we took a lot of blood. But after all of that, 4 months later, my skin was clear. And I was like so excited, but I was also nervous because I was like, how long is this gonna last? You know, I can't afford to keep going back to a holistic doctor. They're very expensive. They're not covered by insurance. But here we are in 2021, and I have not had to deal with any crazy cystic acne breakouts. And it's so exciting because when you finally figure out the cause of something and you realize it's not physical, it's not the outer, it's not what I'm doing, it's not what I'm putting on my body, it's my body in general. It's my body working against me. And it's hard to figure that stuff out on your own. You can watch videos and you can do your own research, but having a doctor there holding your hand and being there every step of the way, reassuring you that it's gonna work, just give it time, there's no better feeling. A little bit about what went down in my naturopathic experience. I have my test results right here. Basically, in layman's terms, I'm not gonna go through all of it because like you guys, it's a packet of just stuff. Like this is a holistic doctor, this is a naturopathic doctor. This is like, look what they do for you. They go in depth to figure out the root of the problem. They don't mask it with prescriptions and medications like other doctors do. Like I literally spent like maybe 10 minutes with my dermatologist and 10 minutes with my gynecologist. 20 minutes with a psychologist. I spent an hour and a half with her, and then I went back 4 months later. So I had very high cortisol levels. They were like past the normal range. I was estrogen dominant, obviously, because of the birth control, and my progesterone was high as well, which could cause acne. I also had high glucose, and she had some thoughts of me being insulin resistant. We did a liver detox. We did what is it called? A gluten intolerance, or like a gluten test. We did a gut health, and we also did an allergy, like an intolerance test. We did a bunch of tests, and liver detox helped me out a lot with my like glucose levels. I just had a lot of just stuff sitting in there from the birth control and the hormones and everything like that. So it was just holding on to my sugar. We almost thought I was pre-diabetic, which is really scary because I changed my diet completely after the second round of birth control. I was like super healthy, just really concentrated on getting my greens, filling my body with like green juices and salads, not too much meat for a while there, just so I can give my body like a reset. So that really helped. My glucose levels went down, so I'm no longer pre-diabetic. I just needed to clear out the nasty freaking hormones from the birth control. So that was exciting to know. The allergy test, or like the intolerance test, showed me foods that could have triggered certain inflammation, like inflammatory responses on my face. It's not like a full-blown allergy, it was just like an intolerance, something that would just cause an inflammatory response. And I had a few things that I used to like to eat that I no longer do because, you know, I just want to keep my skin clear. Some other things, I'm on some supplements. I'm on a B complex, vitamin D, very important, vitamin D3, and fish oil. I also take magnesium every night because that helps with my like stress levels. It keeps you calm. It tastes really good. The stuff's actually called Nature Calm, which is funny because it does calm you down and just gives you that sense of just relaxation. Was also on estrogen. So I did a liver detox and estrogen back then to clear out the estrogen because I was estrogen dominant. I no longer take that after the 4 months. I was only on it for 4 months. So, I mean, it seems so simple. Like the solution was there the whole time. Go to the naturopath, talk to someone, go on some supplements and herbs, and voila, you're healed in 4 months. Instead of going on and off birth control for 3 years and taking multiple cycles of antibiotics, which I'm sure destroyed my gut flora, and putting topical stuff on my face I didn't need, like Retin-A. I didn't need that because it was deeper than that. It was deeper than the surface. I encourage you to, if you are experiencing the same type of symptoms, or if you had the same type of lifestyle that I did, you were super active, you were pretty much a healthy eater, you were just a highly stressed person, go get your blood work done by a naturopath. Talk it out and see what you need to do. I just want people to know that it's curable. You can get rid of it. It's probably different for everybody. What works for me might not work for you. And I know some people take tonics that help them. I didn't need a tonic, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Don't go on all these prescriptions, take these drugs, apply all this topical stuff, and avoid certain foods. Like, find the root cause, figure it out for sure. If you want something to change, you have to make a change. So after all that being said, I think I covered everything. If you want to know more about what I do now in depth, let me know. I can do a video on that. If you want to know more about anything that I said that maybe I forgot or I didn't cover enough of, let me know in the comments below, because I would love to share. Hormonal health is something I'm super passionate about because obviously I found out what worked for me with a lot of trial and error and research, and I feel so proud that it took me, so little time and that I found the solution. So I hope this helped. I hope some of this advice can work for you. I hope that you maybe take the leap of faith and go see a naturopathic doctor, or maybe you can try the things that I did, because I'm pretty sure, well, I'm not a doctor, and I have to make sure I clarify that, but I'm pretty sure that this stuff, if it worked for me for my hormonal health, and you have high estrogen, high progesterone, high testosterone, you're very in high cortisol, then I'm pretty sure the stuff that works for me will work for you. But always check with your doctor if you don't feel comfortable taking recommendations from me. I'm just a person on YouTube. But yeah, if you would like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!